I didn't understand exactly how our regime is harsh with people. I didn't understand that one day I will be one of the people who have been tortured. I always wanted to better my society for women, so I spoke out. And then when they interrogate me, when they call me for interrogation, I was scared to death. I was even thinking to kill myself before going to the interrogation because I knew if I went there, maybe I would never get out. I was one of the luckiest people who they let them out. I was lucky again enough that I came to the PTV and they were my mom. I was in constant pain and I was paralyzed. I remember my first day when I came to the PTV, the way they welcomed me. My wonderful therapist, she helped me a lot.
So put simply, we know it's wrong. There's no question about that. From a moral, an ethical, and a legal standpoint, we simply know torture is wrong. And frankly, all of us who know anything about this know that it's also not effective. But we also know that in the world we live in, it continues, and it probably will continue. So the real question is, what can we do about it? And what I think PTV brings to the table is, in its own way, and in its large way, that it has an impact in this community, it answers that question.
When I first meet with clients after their intake, I always say at the end, welcome to the PTV family, you're our newest member. And it's true, because unlike other social service agencies, PTV really is unique. Not only do we provide specialized services to a certain population of torture survivors who are seeking asylum in America, but more than that, it's the way we deliver the services.
So access to high-quality healthcare that really meets the specific needs of torture survivors is so important to our clients. It really helps them in the recovery process and gives them confidence in what we're doing for them. Most of our clients have fled countries that had limited access to high-quality healthcare, and many of them are really worried that they suffered permanent consequences from their torture experience. In addition, accessing safety net healthcare in Los Angeles is incredibly challenging.
PTV really does function as like an international embassy. We are, for many and for most of our clients, we're their home base. We're a place where they can feel safe and care of.
PTV has a community partnership that allows me to provide primary health care to the majority of our clients. And I think the way that works is that they meet me first here at the PTV offices. They're comfortable with me, they have trust with me. By the time they meet me in the clinic, they're already confident that their needs are going to be met. In addition, we have women clients who often haven't had any of their healthcare needs met. PTV has a women's healthcare program that works to provide pap smears, mammograms, but we also have the specialized expertise to really meet some of the specific needs that our clients have.
For those of us involved with PTV, it's about helping the survivors, and it's about raising awareness. It's also important that we answer the question by allowing survivors to start new lives, to continue, to make a clean break, but never to forget, to serve as those reminders amongst us that show us that these issues still exist, but also an optimistic sign, an optimistic signal to us to know that people can get beyond it and people can make a better life.
Well, it's no accident that PTV is in Greater Los Angeles, is in Southern California. This is the largest community of torture and persecution survivors in the United States. Probably looking at a community that's probably about 250,000 people over the last 30 years. And it's predominantly because Los Angeles has these very large, very well-established expat communities from countries with exceptionally poor human rights records. We've seen a particularly big surge in clients in the Middle East since the Arab Spring started in 2011, particularly from Syria and from Egypt. Well, I'd like to say that Nadia's story is unique, but it's not. Sadly, it's not. We know that Syria has tortured, imprisoned, murdered more than 20,000 of its own citizens since the Civil War began. Well, I think our survivors are probably better educated than most people know. They are doctors, they are lawyers, they are journalists. They're people who are worldly and know what's going on in the world. They're people who value the same values that we value: democracy, freedom, rule of law. They can visualize this amazing potential in their own country, and they want to see that potential realized. And so they take action, and they take courageous action like Nadia did.
Having the honor and just the opportunity to work with torture survivors and our clients here at PTV is amazing. They are among the most courageous and inspiring and resilient patients I've ever worked with.
I first started as like bright-eyed case manager. Dr. Kuroga, who's one of PTV's co-founders, taught me an invaluable lesson, and he told me that it is our job, PTV staff, to help our clients learn to trust again, because the purpose of torture is to shatter someone's life. It's to break them, and it does. And so our job at PTV is to help reinstill faith and trust in other people, and to show our clients through our work and through true empathy and compassion that humans can do good, and we can take care of each other and lift each other up.